YouTube, I got something to let y'all know right now. Oh, by the way, let me introduce myself. You know, y'all should already know who the hell I am. Rena.
I'm Nisha. You know me. Right now, I look like a fucking hoodlum.
And my head looks huge because my bangs is back today. But can I tell y'all something? I'm in some chat room, right? I really gotta point this out. I know this is so immature of me, and I apologize for being such an immature American. But let me tell y'all something. I'm in this chat room, right? First of all, it's a hacker up in that shit. Like, it's a hacker, right? And he's like just hacking people's things. You know what I'm saying? I don't mess with hackers, like whatever. But he really does. Like, if you mess with him, he'll go in your thing. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's how it's not secure, first of all. Second of all, this thing just really got me ticked off like 5 minutes ago. So I really just needed to tell you, YouTube, because y'all know who I am when I let out my feelings on YouTube. Some nigga started an argument with Princess, with me, about blood. Being a blood, right?
I thought we was off that.
You know why?
We were signed off that.
Yeah, you want to know why? Because he was arguing with the hacker, calling the hacker a fake blood. See, the hacker, okay, this kid that's calling the hacker a fake blood is black. The hacker is white. So the hacker is like, first of all, you know, you black and you calling other people a fake blood. You the one that's up in the chat room calling yourself a blood. How you a blood in the chat room? I thought that was the best thing somebody has ever said, cause it's the truth. So he was fighting with him the whole time, and I'm like, and everybody started talking about blood, like this, my brother's blood, my sister's blood, my cousin's blood. So I came in and I was like, I don't care about your brother, your sister, your mother, your cousin. And who cares? Like, who cares if they blood? Y'all not blood. Y'all all not blood. So stop saying, like, stop talking about the bloods in that chat room. Don't do that shit. Stop talking about them, right? And then the kid, the black kid, private chats me, right? He private chats me and has the audacity to call me a little girl and say, so I'm fake, I'm not a blood, question mark. I'm like, well, you're obviously not a blood if you're in this chat room. This nigga gonna start, you know, going all blood on me, like, quote unquote. And he starts saying like the blood pledge or something like that, some dumb shit. And he starts going through like, oh, I was in when I was 12, blah blah blah. And I'm just arguing with this nigga like, I'm never gonna say I'm blood, because I'm never gonna be a blood. I'm not a blood. I'm not gonna throw up something I'm not. I'm not gonna die for throwing up something I'm not. Honestly, I just don't think it's trend. It should be a trend. It's not a fucking trend. You know what I'm saying? It's like real shit. Like, if they've been around for the longest, why do y'all think being Crip is a fucking trend? It's not a trend. It's real shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, it shouldn't be anymore, but it is. Why y'all acting like it's such a trend? So this nigga is just there, like, telling me, you don't know what blood is, blah, blah, blah. So then I'm just arguing with him, like, nigga, shut up, nigga. I was born in New York. I know what bloods are. I live in every
like Wisconsin and shit.
I live in every part. This nigga goes, okay, I live in New York too. That made me faint, because I was like, you live in New York and you in this chat room and you calling yourself a blood. And y'all want to know the worst thing he said? This is the grand finale. I'm like, you a dumbass nigga. He goes, oh, and I'm like, and you fake. You know what he says? He's like, oh, so being 18 in college and a model is fake. I'm like, so you're
blood?
I'm like, so you're a blood. You're 18-year-old blood who's in college and you're a model. So you're a model and at the same time you're a blood. I asked my father, alright, not my real father, you know, my godfather. My godfather is an Italian Caucasian dude. He was not born in New York. He does not know about gangs. I asked him, does it make sense that somebody who is in college, no offense, I'm not trying to make fun of nobody, but it's the fucking truth. Somebody who's in college and is a model, at the same time you a blood? Get YouTube, you tell me what y'all think about that. Like, if it makes sense to y'all, if y'all do me a favor, find me somebody who is a model and a blood at the same time in college at 18. Yeah, all you have to do is find me somebody. Find me somebody that's like that. If you a blood and you a model at the same time, holla at me, and don't even like lie, like really tell me, cause I want to know, cause in my eyes right now that don't make no sense, and I'm so mad at that, cause I hate that. I hate, like, obviously people from the hood take that seriously, people who are born around the hood take that seriously. My cousins are like, you know, in the streets, you know what I'm saying, they're like that, they're everywhere, they get into that stuff, you know what I'm saying. Half of my friends is in that, like, blood, you know, my old friends, obviously. Ain't none of them in college, they dropouts. Like, real talk, ain't none of them models at the same time. How you got time to be in the game and be a model and all this stuff at the same time? You don't have the time. Like, if you're a blood, you committed to that. Like, you don't got time, you don't think you have time for school. And this nigga goes, obviously you don't know about the bloods. No, nigga, obviously you're false claiming it, and you need to go outside and pay for what, like, false claiming. Like, you really need to be killed saying that kind of stuff. Like, how you in the chat room arguing with a girl and arguing with a hacker about fake, and gets people's numbers so he could, you know, blast them. If they don't picture message him, oh, they're fake because they don't picture message me. So, you know, that's not a blood, man. That's just a low life ass nigga up in the chat room claiming to be blood so everybody could be scared of him. And you see, this my friends, every time, this is what I'm talking about. Every time a little kid complains and claims yourself to be a blood because they want to act big, don't do that shit. Because if y'all really go somewhere and y'all say y'all blood and there's one behind you, you're gonna wish you never said that. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's the most stupidest stuff I've ever heard in my life. And this is the deepest video I think I ever made in my life.
So much emotion.
I'm still laughing though. Like, I'm still laughing because it's ridiculous.
And shout out to all y'all that really participated in the initiation. Y'all some pussy ass niggas. Like, I swear to God, like, why would you cut a bitch? Like, that to me, that's mad pussy. To be in, like, supposedly one of the quote unquote hardest groups out there, bloods, like, everybody's supposed to be scared of them niggas. But you out there cutting bitches, like,
I mean, I'm scared. I'm scared of that too.
To me personally, sweethearts, like, that ain't cool. Because you wouldn't want nobody cutting your moms.
Yeah.
Or your sister.
I mean, I understand, like, being part of the gang, you know what I'm saying?
But I feel it should
you have to kill some people. But
no, I feel it should be some other way
to
get in the group.
It should be another way to get in the group.
Like, done. Because it's 2010. What are we doing with
people
like,
been in that group for like mad long?
Like that's
dumb. That's dumb. You know what I'm saying? Like, but why y'all dead still trying to get in it? Like, cause that's what I'm saying. Because everybody thinks it's a trend. Everybody thinks it's a game. You could go and kill people and get in the blood, but once y'all in it, y'all think it's a game. It's not a fucking game. None of this stuff is a game. Like, y'all think it's a trend. Just like y'all think everything's a trend these days. Like, this year's everything's a trend to y'all. You know what I'm saying? The race is a trend. Like, oh, you know how people want to be black, people want to be Hispanic, people want to be white, like pretend, like, you know, fake their races. People want to fake being gay. Come on, son.
Excuse me.
Like,
okay,
people want to fake it. You know what I'm saying?
Am bi, okay?
And yeah, people want to dead like
I was bi before Nicki Minaj made that shit a trend to be bi. I have perfect reasons why I am.
Now everybody's like, I'm coming out of the closet. No, bitches, y'all not coming out of the closet. Y'all just think it's a trend. It's not a fucking trend. It's not a trend. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's why gay people are mad, because you know it's not a trend. Oh, y'all
I know this is probably off topic.
Go ahead.
This makes me mad when you have enough energy to write me to follow you on Twitter. Like, oh, just follow my ass. I'm gonna follow you back. I'm mad faithful to my followers. Oh, why? You have so much energy to fucking write me to talk about. Oh, follow me. No, just go to my page. My shit's everywhere. Go to my page. Follow me. I'm gonna follow you back. Like, what is so fucking hard about that? Like, why you waste so much energy in MySpace, AIM, all that shit? Like, my fucking Twitter name is right there. Like, why waste your time writing me? Like, when my Twitter, click, follow. I'm following you back. Like, come on, son. Like,
I really by the way, the website I was really talking about is Soulja Boy's website. Soulja Boy, you gotta do something about that website. SODMG, you really need to do something about y'all website, because that website is just gone crazy. Like, yep. First of all, you got hackers in there. Second of all, you got people dissing you on your own site, like talking about I hate Soulja Boy, but they signing up for your website fake. Third of all, you got people claiming their bloods when they're 18, modeled in college, which he's probably lying about that too. But you know, and he's probably copy and pasting the blood thing anyways. So I'm just letting y'all in on something. This